Can a grimy white dude from Florida really take over the rap game? 1900Rugrat blew up on TikTok and linked up with some of the biggest rappers in the industry. But going viral doesn't mean you're gonna last. And today we're breaking down if 1900Rugrat is next up, or if he's just another one-hit wonder who's gonna fall off. 1900Rugrat came up in a tiny town north of Miami called Limestone Creek, Florida. There's only around 1,300 people living there, and nobody expected a rapper like 1900Rugrat to come from there. But now he's putting Limestone Creek on the map. 1900Rugrat never knew his real parents, and the situation at his foster home wasn't really good. Rugrat said in an interview that he started getting into bad situations outside when he was just 9 years old. Before all the legal drama started, Rugrat started rapping at school. When he was in the 8th grade, Rugrat heard another kid at school rapping and knew that he could be better. So he went home and started recording tracks on his computer. Back then, Rugrat was using a gaming headset and his computer to make songs and put them on SoundCloud. Rugrat said his wordplay was always good, even though he was just starting out, and even back then he was getting decent views. Rugrat was always getting in trouble at home and school though, and his foster parents started kicking him out of the house. At the same time, Rugrat started catching cases too. He hasn't talked about the situations very much, but one time he got booked for robbery of an occupied vehicle because he ran off on somebody. Rugrat ended up pleading guilty to petty theft and trespassing instead, so he didn't spend a lot of time inside, but he was always going back and forth from juvie. One time, he even got locked up with one of the Island Boys before they got famous. Rugrat told Billboard that he was at the Palm Beach Detention Center and one of the Island Boys was locked up at the same place. They were only in the same area for a couple of days though, because Rugrat ended up getting into a fight behind bars and they switched into another unit. That's when Rugrat's foster parents kicked him out for good. Rugrat was 14 and knew he didn't want to end up at a group home though, so instead he moved in with his homie Rick from the Creek and his family. Rugrat was always making music, but it wasn't paying the bills, so he had to work normal jobs too. He worked at Walmart and a few other places, but he could never hold a job down for more than a few months at a time. Rugrat knew he wanted to be a rapper, but he couldn't even afford to book the studio and make music. He'd work all month just to buy a few hours worth of time in the booth, but at first it really wasn't paying off. Then Rugrat started dropping freestyles on TikTok and everything changed. Rugrat knew that he wasn't gonna blow up if he could only afford a couple hours in the studio a month, so he decided to start freestyling on his phone instead. Most people didn't hear about Rugrat till his one-take freestyle popped off, and he was already getting some buzz before then and had labels reaching out to sign him. One-take freestyle took everything to another level though. The freestyle popped off like crazy on TikTok, and that's when Rugrat decided to quit his normal job. 3 days later, he was in New York having label meetings, but Rugrat wasn't done yet. Before he went to New York, Rugrat had just shot the music video for One-Take Freestyle. The editor sent him the finished video while he was in a meeting with the record label, and Rugrat had them put it on a big screen in the office. Everyone went crazy about the video, so Rugrat logged straight into his YouTube account and dropped it on the spot. The video made the track go even more viral, but Rugrat wasn't done hustling yet. He started asking everyone in New York if they could link him up with Gabe P from On the Radar Radio. On the Radar is all about showing off the hottest new rappers in the game, and Rugrat knew One-Take Freestyle would pop off even more if he got on there. At first, Gabe P said their schedule was too full, but Rugrat told him he was only going to be in town for the week. So Gabe P made it happen, and Rugrat racked up almost 4 million views for his On the Radar performance. Rugrat ended up signing a deal with 300 Entertainment and a label his manager track started called Remain Solid. Huge rappers started co-signing him from the jump, and Mookie Betts from the LA Dodgers even started using One-Take Freestyle for his walkout song. Shortstop, Mookie Betts. Kodak Black showed love too, and Rugrat scored a huge win because Yak decided to hop on the remix for One-Take Freestyle. Rugrat showed love to Kodak on the track when he raps, "I'm already white, ho, I don't need no white bitch." Back in 2017, Kodak dropped the track Snap Shit and rapped, "I don't want no black bitch, I'm already black, I don't need no black bitch." Yak got a lot of hate for the line when the track came out, and on the One-Take Freestyle remix, Kodak talked about it and rapped, "I remember when a bitch said I'm a colorist. How the fuck, bitch? I don't love my mother? I admit, I said a lot of dumbass shit when I was a youngin'. I used to get down with brown bitches, but now I love her." Rugrat was blowing up like crazy, but had barely been doing any shows. Most rappers start out playing little shows at nightclubs before they get famous, but Rugrat only did like 2 shows before he got booked to perform at Rollin' Loud Miami. Rollin' Loud is huge, and Rugrat told Complex he was nervous as shit before the show. But the craziest part about it was that the crowd went nuts and knew every word to the tracks. Rugrat's lyrics are what helped him really blow up though. Like on One-Take Freestyle,